All right, guys, I'm back. It's Friday morning. I woke up early. I made my coffee. I've been like dreaming about continuing to open these PSA returns, but I wanted to break it down. I wanted to extend the excitement. I didn't want to just open all of them yesterday. I'm going to do a box a day for a while. It's maybe like 10 cards a day. What do you guys think? I've been racking my brain about what I even submitted. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7. So there's 19 cards in here, is that right? Okay, we're gonna do these 10 today. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 10 cards. 10 cards a day is enough to keep me excited and just draw it out a little bit. Few things are like super exciting these days, at least for me. So much of like a monotonous grind of shipping cards and like doing work that this is just so much fun. I want to do like 10 cards a day, kind of draw it out. I do not even know what these cards are. This one has a little corner ding right up here and up here. So I'm going to guess we have an 8 here. I have no idea what it is. This might even be a 7. It's pretty dinged up. Ooh, Sliver Overlord. That's an interesting sub. That's a cool card, though. 2003. Like, there's something about the old art in Magic cards. It's just like, it's tough to beat. It's so good. The old retro, the old cards, like, I don't know. They're just so cool. Every card. So Sliver Overlord from Scourge. Man, okay. Pretty dinged up, but an 8. We'll take an 8. This card looks really good on the back. Very well centered. There's like a little bit of whitening or edge wear up here, maybe? Like just a little in the center here. I'm going to go with a 9. Just based on the centering in the back. And it is a 9 Tithe. Okay, interesting. Reserve list card. Not too bad. I like this. See, it looks like a watercolor. The artwork on here. Pretty cool. I'm excited for that for sure. Anything reserve lists. I think I probably threw anything decent I had that was reserve list in here. None of the higher end stuff, but like this card makes perfect sense to me. Awesome. Tithe 9. Man, if we get any 10s, it'd be cool. This card I can tell is not a 10. It's okay centered, but there's some whitening on the edges. It's not too bad though. This could be a 9. I'm gonna guess 8 or 9. Let's see. Maybe I can cover it. We'll see the card. Oh, it's also a Tithe. Little ding here. I'm gonna guess an 8 on this one. Ooh, a 9 also. All right. Reserve list Tithe. I think if you were to invest in Magic product, there's some new stuff. Like Modern Horizons 2, I think is a good investment. A lot of the standard booster boxes are good investments because you can get them so cheap, like 80, 90 bucks. It just takes time for them to appreciate. But reserve list Magic cards, I think, are an incredible investment right now. They just kind of always have been a good investment, and they just continue to go higher in prices. So you got to pick some that you like. Tithe is a fun one. Certainly not a crazy card, but it is reserve list, and Probably worth owning. You gotta own some in your collection if you're a collector. This has a ding right here that is somewhat significant, I think. Other than that, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna guess an 8 on this card. It is another tithe. Man, I wonder how many of these I put in. The front looks really nice. Well centered and very clean. I'm gonna guess 8 or 9. It might be a 9. Another 9. All right. This might be a 10. This card might have 10 if it wasn't for this one little nick right here. It looks pretty good. So yeah, wow. These are all cards I've had since I was a kid. So I started with Pokemon, then I got into Magic. So yeah, just to have some, like, all these 9s and 8s. If we get any 10s, like, what kind of kid just has Magic cards that they played with and they're 20 years old and they 10? That would be so much fun. But I don't know if that'll actually happen. This one, there's a little ding here, some wear down here. I'm gonna guess an 8 on this one. It's in a little more rough shape. Another tithe. Okay, I guess I had a play set. Also a 9. Yep, the front here is like another beautifully clean card. Very nice corners, very nice edges, pretty well centered. It's just the back has a couple little dings. Small edge wear on the corners and one little nick right here. So a 9 makes sense because of how clean the center is. That's another one that might have 10'd if it was just the back was a little nicer. Okay, this card has a little bit of edge wear in the corner, a little bit of edge wear in the bottom, but it's well centered. The right side of the card looks really good. I'm gonna guess based on the tithe. Oh, it's another tithe? What the heck? This one also looks really good in the front. Nice sharp corners. No whiting on the edges of the front. I'm gonna guess a 9 also. It is a 9. Okay. It's another one. I probably, when I sent these in, since I didn't really know anything, I probably just looked at how well it was centered and then the front of the card, like the edges and the corners. I probably didn't even bother looking at the back very much just because I didn't even know. But now, since, yeah, I've gotten into it quite a bit more, I would be able to tell that these are not 10s. And I'm lucky to even get 9s on these, I think. Like, just have it because I didn't know what I was doing. The backs are in pretty good shape. This one looks really nice, actually. This card looks really nice. Okay, based on the back of the card, if the front is nice, this might be a 10. This could be a 10, guys. I'm like actually really excited right now. I have no idea what the card is, but I feel it's another tithe. Come on, be nice on the front. The front looks pretty good as well. All right, I think we have a chance here at a 10. Do we have a 10? Do we have our first ever PSA 10? Ah, 9. Okay, I think this is the nicest 9 of the 9s. There is a little bit in this corner. This top right corner is a little something. And then, of course, I can't really tell the surface too well. There might be a little surface somewhere. I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. So I submitted 5 tithes, at least 5 tithes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 6 tithes. Oh my gosh. Hopefully these are all reserve list cards. The rest of them, that'd be good. Okay. This card looks pretty good. Just this top little corner has a little bit of whitening. I don't know if you can see it. It looks well centered. The edges look good. This could possibly be a 10 based on the back. Oh, Enlightened Tutor. This card's cool. This is one of my absolute favorite cards. Just the artwork. It's such a cool card. And it's a great card. All right, there's a couple dings on the just tiny little whitening marks. Definitely played with this card a lot. All the tutors. I love the tutors. I'll be happy to get a 9. It might be an 8, but let's see. A 9. All right. Enlightened Tutor, baby. Wow, I love this. This is so much fun. All right. 2 more cards today. I'm enjoying this far too much for an adult. Just kidding. Just kidding. Magic cards are great. Okay, these 3 corners look good. This one's got a little bit of whitening down here. A little like it was played or something. Yeah, this is all just a learning experience for me. This is my first ever return. I think I'm going to get way better. I hope anyone who wants to submit cards can watch this and just kind of like learn a little bit about whether it's worth sending a card or not, especially now that the prices are going up. I got all these graded for $9 a card. That was what the going rate was when I shipped these in. And now it's just like out of control. So you got to be really careful and very selective with what cards you submit, because otherwise you're just kind of wasting money because it's so expensive. This front of this card looks really good. So I'm sure that another reason why I think I just looked at the front and said, oh yeah, submit this. The back does have a little damage. I'm going to guess a 9. I'll be happy to have a 9. A 7. Okay. So with a 7, I'm assuming, well, you know what? It is quite off center, top to bottom. See how there's the black is much thicker up top than it is down below. So that's a ding I wasn't really accounting for at first. But there's probably something on the surface that I couldn't really tell. Maybe like a dent or a roller mark. Can't really see it on here. But the card looks really nice to be a 7, just at first glance. There's probably just something I missed. Okay. This card looks pretty good at first glance. There's a tiny little whitening down here in the bottom left. But this might have a shot at a 10. It looks pretty good. It's another Enlightened Tutor. Man, we only had 3 cards today. I'm gonna grab a couple more. I need some more diversity. This card looks pretty good. This is at least a 9, unless again I'm missing the surface. I would love to have this card in a 10. That would just be so much fun for me. Look at that artwork. The different jewels. Beautiful card from Mirage. 1996. Here we go. Enlightened Tutor, PSA 9. Okay. No 10s so far, but so much fun. All right, so 10. Let's do 5 more. Let's do these 5 cards as well. I think they go in order, so let's do this like this, like this, this. So if we have any more Enlightened Tutors, it would be right here, I think. Hopefully we have some other stuff. Some more reserve list stuff would be great. This card is not in good shape. These edges are very worn. So hopefully it's at least a good card, like a Worldly Tutor. The front looks pretty good. Pretty well centered. This card though, this is probably about a 7. I would be really happy with an 8, but it's probably something like a 7 or a 6 even. What? This card is not a 9. Come on. The front is great. The front looks beautiful. But like, well, I guess maybe what I'm seeing here, this white, it actually doesn't really look like wear. It almost looks like a print mark. It might just be like a weird print mark. But I don't know. This side, this corner is a little worn. Worldly Tutor 9. Okay, I mean, I will definitely take that. That is a surprise. It is perfectly centered, and the front is pretty much packed fresh looking. So We will take a Worldly Tutor 9. I love the tutors. I'm not surprised that there's quite a few submitted in here. There's probably more Worldly Tutors, to be honest. This one has a huge white mark. Again, I don't know. I think that's definitely got to be wear, not like a print mark. But I'm going to guess 8 or 9 at best. Vision Squandered Resources. This is a reserve list card. And we have here, let's see, the front looks really nice. Except it's definitely off-centered bottom to top. The bottom is much thicker than the top. I'm going to guess 7. I'll be happy if it's an 8. A 9. I mean, I don't know what they dinged. It's like the corners on the front are perfect. There's no whiting, nothing on the edges here. It is a little off-center here, so they must not dock you too much. There's only one corner little ding here. So I guess a 9. I guess I'm more strict than some of these PSA graders, because I would have said 8 or 7, but I'm very, very happy with a 9. Okay, here's another card. There's like slight whitening here. Otherwise, it looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. Another Squandered Resources. Reserved List Land. It looks pretty good. This one's well centered. Corners look great. Edges look great. I'm going to go 9. This is a possible 10. But I'm going to guess 9. 10, baby! Our first 10! Let's go. Reserved List Magic card. Squandered Resources. Yes! I don't even know how many. I don't know why I submitted it. It's just reserved list, I guess. It's beautiful. I'm sure I opened this from a Visions pack at some point, and man, really cool. I'll have to check the pop counts. I don't know if anyone else is submitting Squandered Resources, but PSA 10, we'll take it. We'll take it. All right, 2 more cards for today. We're already at a 18-minute video. That's kind of a long video. So we'll finish these 2, and then this weekend, tomorrow and Sunday, we'll add a few more. Man, this one looks good too, actually. The back looks really nice. Mind over Matter. All right, this card's cool. Exodus. This card looks really nice. I actually don't see anything wrong with this card that jumps out. So if this was a 10, I'm gonna go 10 on this, guys. Mind over Matter. I think this is a 10. It's a 9 at the least, unless there's some sort of surface damage that I'm not seeing. But come on, 9 or 10. Be a 10. Gem Mint 10. Let's go. Reserve List Rare from Exodus. Man, this is so much fun. This is great. Gem Mint 10. Mind over Matter. Whew. All right. Last card of the day. Can we close out on another 10? I can already tell you this card's off center quite a bit. Right to left. See how thin the black is here compared to here. But everything else looks good. The corner's like nothing major, that's for sure. It looks like a nice card. See, like this could just be a pack fresh card, and it's just a little bit off center. Maybe sometimes pack fresh cards even have a little whitening, even more than like something like this, but looks pretty good. Ooh, Hatred. This card's pretty cool looking. Pretty ugly. See, the front is better centered a little bit than the back, so I'm sure I looked at this and said this could be a 10, but now that I'm looking at it, I think it's probably a 9. It looks really good other than the centering. Hatred from Exodus, 1998, in the close today. 9 or 10, please. 9. Reserve List Rare. All right, folks, there we go for today. This has been very fun. We did, what, like 20 cards today? Oh, man. No, what did we do? 15 cards. I think we only did 15 cards. We're going to have a couple more videos this weekend. Oh, man. I'm going to have to submit more cards. As soon as they open up, I'm going to start getting these some more orders ready. But, man, I'm having so much fun. Please share this channel. My goal is to get a bunch of subscribers and just start opening boxes, buy new product, just rip it, get some old product, go through. Like, I would love to open a Mirage booster box, a Visions booster box, Exodus, get some of these reserve list cards. We could get them packed fresh, send them into PSA. Depending on how many people we get, man, I would give stuff away. I would do awesome giveaways, like get some 10's back of reserve list cards and send them out to subscribers and people commenting on Instagram. And I just want this to be a fun channel where we can watch and learn about different collectibles, different card games, the history of the games. And like, I'm not here to sell anything. I don't want anyone, I mean, I'm not even selling these cards. It's just, I'm doing this all for fun. I would just love to include as many people as possible and just build something that we can all enjoy at the end of a day or at the beginning of a day, and just have stuff to look forward to in life. And this is what it's all about: having fun, opening packs, grading cards, just collecting. And that's what it's all about for me. I hope you enjoy, and catch you on the next video. Thanks.